Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. So the Florida Gators offense will start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's Daniels. Turning it on. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive with a pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Out of the gun. The running back has it. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Brings into the open. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to him.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking left. It's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gators decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it inside the 40. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the grab on the way. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. On the ground, it's Davidson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 46. 7.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Plucks it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Makes a connection. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to pass. Fears the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure Pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today.
The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Forced out of the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. They boot it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Gators! The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the run, it's Davidson. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Let's see what they've got on second down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They was being carved. No shots, no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive. David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker is so important to this team.
He'll do it himself. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the sneak for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. That's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I love the pass rush here by the defense. 2 straight plays with their backs against the wall. Does not get better than that.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Finds a spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snares it outside. It's Singleton. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give as they work on that clock. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense...
He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Singleton. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Wants to throw it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Clark. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Pick off. What a play by this defense. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. The defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to barrel in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Using his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue.